Yeah, I mean, we have a really close relationship with Tom Holland. We love him. We fought for him in casting, and it was a very specific interpretation of that character because Spider-Man was my favorite character growing up. And to take him on that journey, we knew it was going to be heartbreaking because it was heartbreaking for us. And on set, watching it, I was tearing up because again, that's my favorite character, and I had a feeling that it would translate in a way that would be very painful to everyone else. So I thought, well, if this is hurting us watching it, then we're going in the right direction, because this is the point of the film, is that, sometimes villains win.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. So you've probably seen some of the news about them confirming which Avengers characters are crossing over from Avengers 4 to Spider-Man Far From Home. So we gotta break this down. If you're brand new to the channel, there's a new round of that Infinity War Blu-ray giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. They finally made it official. We're going to get some major F-bombs during Spider-Man Far From Home, because Sam Jackson's Nick Fury is now confirmed along with Kobe Smulders' Maria Hill. So that already confirms a whole bunch of stuff about what's happening towards the end of Avengers 4 with those characters. There was a big question about what was going to happen with them going into Phase 4. Do they even care about Maria Hill? The interesting thing, though, is that we know that there's going to be A-list Avengers characters crossing over as part of that Sony-Marvel sharing deal with the character. So this doesn't necessarily mean that they're the only Avengers characters crossing over. I would consider Nick Fury an A-list character, Maria Hill not so much. The reason why this is such a big deal, remember that speech that he gave to Captain America during Winter Soldier, where it was like, things aren't always black and white, sometimes you need to operate within the margins, and Captain America was all about doing what he thought was the right thing?
Nobody spills the secrets because nobody knows them all. Except you. You're wrong about me. I do share. I'm nice like that.
Spider-Man is the younger version of that Captain America idealism. He's unabashed idealism. So imagine Nick Fury laying some of those knowledge bombs on Spider-Man. Like, there are just some important lessons that Spider-Man has not learned in the MCU yet. You learn that sometimes you need to operate outside the law, break the rules in order to achieve true justice. That's what Nick Fury is all about, achieving the ultimate goal of justice, but the way he gets there seems a little bit shadier than someone like Captain America is comfortable with. But just imagine a lot of those moments with Nick Fury going down the same way. Just a whole lot of Nick Fury that doesn't have time for any of Spider-Man's wisecracking or jokes.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
So you've probably all seen the behind-the-scenes pictures with Tony Stark in the S.H.I.E.L.D. costume on the set of what looks like the original Avengers movie. So there's this layer cake of Easter eggs to dig into here. Like, one, it's big that they're in the scene from the original Avengers movie, looking like it's right after the Battle of New York. They're rounding up Loki, but the Russos are saying in real life, like, no, this isn't time travel that's going on here. There's something else. It's called BARFing technology. Then you see Tony Stark walking around in different scenes with a S.H.I.E.L.D. costume on that doesn't look like a scene from the original Avengers movie. Like, this is new footage made to look like it's happening during the original Battle of New York. So if you haven't been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., in present day, they did bring back S.H.I.E.L.D., but the main reason why they haven't really addressed that in the movies is because they haven't put enough distance between what's going on right now and what happened during Winter Soldier. Like, that was too big of a revelation for them to just bring S.H.I.E.L.D. right back and make it a really big thing in the universe. So as of right now, if you're assuming that the TV shows are still canon to what's going on in the movies, like everything is connected, then there is a S.H.I.E.L.D. presence, but it's managed by the government and people like Thunderbolt Ross. Like, they had that scene during the Avengers base when they show up with Vision, where you get the sense that Ross in this White House committee spends a lot of time armchair quarterbacking the stuff that the Avengers is doing.
Still no word from Vision?
Satellites lost him somewhere over Edinburgh.
On a stolen Quinjet with 4 of the world's most wanted criminals.
You know, they're only criminals because you've chosen to call them that, right, sir?
God, Rhodes, your talent for horse shit rivals mine.
If it weren't for those Accords, Vision would have been right here.
I remember your signature on those papers, Colonel.
That's right. And I'm pretty sure I paid for that.
You have second thoughts?
Not anymore.
This was effectively War Machine quitting too, so now he's on the outs, but anything that happened during Infinity War could be rolled back during Avengers 4. Just assume that because Nick Fury and Maria Hill are going to be doing S.H.I.E.L.D. related stuff to help Spider-Man out during Spider-Man Far From Home, that there will be some sort of balance restored to the way that S.H.I.E.L.D. and these characters fit into the larger scope of things, given the fact that the government is now regulating superheroes. Samuel L. Jackson and Marvel explained what was going on with the characters before this post-credit scene with the Captain Marvel pager. Like, they roll in just as everybody is getting snapshoted out. They're talking about Black Widow, all the people that they have been working with, and you get a much better picture of how he's been operating off the grid since Winter Soldier. Like, all through the events of Captain America Civil War, he wasn't in that movie because he was out doing the same type of stuff that Captain America was doing with his Secret Avengers after they broke out of the raft. So you have Cap and his Secret Avengers going around dismantling arms trade, trying to make sure that alien tech, like you see during Spider-Man Homecoming, doesn't get into the hands of really dangerous people. So he's jumping all over the world. Nick Fury and Maria Hill have been doing the same thing independent of Captain America, but also in conjunction. So they have their own missions that they go on, but they coordinate with Cap when they have information to share. But they try to keep things separate. You keep splinter cells so that the government can't catch them. And I was almost going to do a separate video about this because it's really cool. There was a big revelation on the DVD commentary from the Russos about what's going on with Iron Man in that flip phone. But the Russos revealed that at the end of Captain America Civil War, when Iron Man officially went on government payroll, like he signed the Sokovia Accords, so now he's under government supervision, they clarified that Iron Man would never be a stooge for the government. So this whole time since the end of Civil War, he's been pretending to work for Thunderbolt Ross, while at the same time making sure that the government can't catch Captain America. So even though they still have that personal beef between them that they need to settle in Avengers 4, he still thinks that what Cap is doing is right, trying to help the world out, and he doesn't want him to be captured. So he's been doing a really sly job of covering Captain America's tracks wherever he can to keep the CIA and the government international agencies from tracking them down. So that's not necessarily something that you would get from watching Infinity War. Like, he has the flip phone, so it's like, well, why hasn't he called him yet? What's going on? Why is this still a big deal? They just want to leave a lot of that resolution for Avengers 4. So if you have all this Secret Avengers stuff going on in the background, per the writers of these movies, it sounds like they're going to fix things during Avengers 4 so that Nick Fury can take a lot of that power back officially so that he can operate with more resources and be more of an asset to Spider-Man as he's going around the world trying to track down this low-key Sinister Six. So I've already done a couple videos about the characters and the villains that they've announced for Spider-Man Far From Home. It's a version of the Sinister Six without the full 6 characters. Mysterio is just the biggest one. They still have not confirmed Jake Gyllenhaal yet. But as part of this, Spider-Man is traveling around to Venice, Prague, and London. Now, they've been shooting in London, but the reason why people found out that Nick Fury is going to be in the movie and Marvel officially announced it is that Sam Jackson was in Venice taking all these pictures. Like, what is he doing there? They finally came out and were like, okay, yeah, fine. He's in Spider-Man Far From Home. There was a costume video that I did a little while ago. I know a lot of you want to see Spider-Man make his own suit in the future. I do think they're building towards that, but we just have to wait for some more evidence from the set. So if we get any more pictures or any more video that give us any ideas about what's going on or what he's going to be doing with the next new suit, I will totally do a video for it. Click here for that deleted Deadpool 2 X-Men scene, and click here for that Spider-Man Far From Home costume teaser. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.